Well, I feel my role as an enterprise coach is to engage in communities, diverse communities, to look at business opportunities for people who want to go self-employed. So it's to support them and look at what their business idea is to see if it's viable.
Additionally, to be an enterprise coach like Julie, part of my role is also as the team leader. So that's sort of to pull together the team on the ground, make sure that we move forward with the clients that we've got, we promote the service, we engage with the clients, and we also offer a good quality service to them as well.
How we can help them is through the workshops that we deliver, and we deliver those all over the city and into the Newcastle Borough as well as Staffordshire Moorlands. But it's getting people to engage, to look at the workshops as part of their learning process as well, so they can get as much information to move the business forward. So we've got that, as well as networking with BES buddies that we set up at the beginning of the year, which has gone from strength to strength, and it's helping all the new starts in the city to build together and not be out there isolated and lonely.
It's also making sure as well that the community overall know that the service is out there. So it's making sure that we keep in touch with partners such as libraries and children's centres and places like that that can actually promote what we do to the general public out there as well. I think you need to be definitely motivated, because it's down to you, nobody else there. Enthusiastic. You've got to know that it's going to be hard work. It'll be satisfying, but it's going to be very, very hard work as well. So it's not just about saying I've got these skills or I've got this knowledge. There's a lot more to it than that, because you become the whole business. So you're the salesperson, you're the accounts person. You've got to be able to cover all of those skills to make that business successful.
I also think you have to be realistic in what you're trying to achieve for your business at that point in time. Is it going to be realistic? Is it something you can move forward? Is it not the right time? Can you do both options of working as well as try and build your business on a part-time basis? So all those options that we put towards two people to consider before they even actually start looking at the business idea and moving it forward.
It's the fact that they are allocated an enterprise coach, so they're able to access not only our support, but we're able to put them in touch with partners and specialists which will help them with specific areas like accountants and websites and that type of thing. So rather than them trying to find all of this information out for themselves, they can get it through their relationship that they build with their enterprise coach. From my clients' points of view, the feedback that I've had is that throughout the journey, even sort of once they've started, it's good to have someone there that they can ring, even if it's just to ask a question or to ask what the coach's thoughts is on something they're changing in the business. So it's the ongoing relationship as well that they have with the coach that they find really, really useful, as well as the specific advice and information that's provided.
Meeting with clients really, and meeting in all the diverse sorts of areas that I cover at the moment. So I do like the networking side, I do like working with other organisations, but I think it's the satisfaction of moving a client from the very first initial wanting to set the business up to watching them open the business and move the business forward. I think that's really gratifying really.
I think having been in the role for sort of 3.5 years, I still get a buzz out of the fact of when someone actually starts to trade, and then again when they get to that 12-month point, because they've survived that first 12 months. So it's really about watching those people be able to achieve what they set out to do in the first place.
I think as well, when we come across people who are slightly underconfident or very underconfident that they can't do what they want to set out to do, and then when you watch them grow over the sort of the 12 months, you think that's a real good success story really, and best for them as well, because they've gone from strength to strength.
Do your market research in your planning. It's key to any business. It doesn't matter whether it's an unusual business or it's something that's on every high street. You need to make sure that you've looked at whether the service is actually going to be required, whether the product you're selling or it's a service you're selling is needed out there. And if you do all that planning and you do it properly before you start your business, then you've definitely a much higher rate of succeeding than someone that just says, I think I'll open this shop and start selling X, Y or Z.
I think get as much feedback off, not so much family and friends, but anybody that you come in contact with, whether the person's working or they're unemployed, to talk about what their idea is and get that feedback first. It might be something that they think isn't going to work, but when they're getting the feedback off people, they might also have other input off that person to look at a diverse way of doing it as well as going down the normal route.